So I figured we would go ahead and start with Bennett's Barbecue. It was the first restaurant my dad opened, and we've been around for 32 years. Slow smoking our barbecue. We have all of our sides are homemade, you know, traditional things like potato salad, coleslaw. Our barbecue beans, we actually put our slow smoked meat in it for extra flavor. And then this year we've added collard greens, but not regular old collard greens. We use our slow smoked pulled pork in the collard greens to make them delicious. Of course, for your barbecue purists, things like brisket and chicken, but then we also try to be a little bit different with things like deep fried deviled eggs. I'll say it again, deep fried deviled eggs, sounds impossible, is delicious. So we try to do both things. We have all different kinds of sauces, all homemade, again, in-house. We're not just opening up some boxes that are coming off the back of a food distributor truck. So we've got like a sweet sauce, a vinegar sauce, a mustard sauce, and then this one, which we call our traditional sauce, it's served warm to the table so that it doesn't cool down your meat when you get there, and it's delicious, the perfect blend of spices and salt and sweet and everything. And these are just some of the things that my family's been doing for 30 years, and we think if you come once, you'll come back again. Here we are. We've got Bill here. He's unloading his smoker, and I'm gonna let him tell you all about the process that we use to slow smoke our ribs and pork and brisket and everything else good. Take it away, Bill.
So this is where the magic begins. For over 30 years, we've been using this smoker to hickory smoke some of the best beef brisket, pulled pork, and ribs in Sevier County.
It's true. He's speaking the truth. And tell me, Bill, how hot does your smoker get there?
Well, we usually use the slow and low method, so we cook everything at under 220 degrees so it has time to let the smoke permeate into the meats to give it full flavor.
And so what meats do you put in this smoker?
We use all of our meats that are barbecue, so baby back ribs, pork shoulder, beef brisket, smoked sausage, and barbecue chicken.
Delicious. And I mean, how tender are those? Like, could you just pull that apart right now without a fork and a knife?
Right now, you could just bend these right apart and they just pull right apart for you. So,
and that's the difference. Some of the other barbecue restaurants in town, they like to boil their ribs, they might like to bake their ribs, but this is actually how you make barbecue. And this is what it takes to have these kind of tender, delicious ribs that we're famous for. So we have two Bennett's barbecues in Sevier County. We have one on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge, and we have one in Gatlinburg on River Road. We have takeout if you want to grab it and go up into the mountains or go to your cabin. And we now offer online ordering so that you can be quick, place it online, pay online, pop in, grab it and go. Or of course, dine in always. Come sit down, let our servers take care of you, relax. We have a full bar for adults, and enjoy your meal here. Our family would like to invite your family to come have lunch or dinner with us at the Alamo Steakhouse in Pigeon Forge in Gatlinburg. We hand cut all our own steak and season them, cook them over an open fire grill. We also have lots of other things in case you're not feeling steak today. We have big 1-pound burgers, and we have, what's your favorite thing? Salmon is her favorite thing here on the menu. We have pork chops, we have shrimp, salad. So like I said, everything we cook here is cooked on an open fire grill like this. We load wood underneath, oak, and it's cooked here. It allows it to have more flavor and a little bit of a smoky flavor, but not too much of a smoky flavor. So if you get a steak, or if you get fish or pork chops, this is where we cook them, burgers, everything. The theme is really homemade if you come to Alamo, right? So we have a wedge salad, steakhouse classic. We have our spinach salad with our house homemade poppy seed dressing, delicious. Homemade mozzarella sticks, and crab dip. So here we have the steak, which is a bone-in ribeye. Delicious, and I would say nutritious, but that might not be factual. Definitely delicious. And a loaded baked potato. And I'm also having our homemade cream spinach because it is my very favorite side here on the menu. And Eloise, what do you have?
I'm having this salmon that's cooked on the oak stove, and it's just so good. And it's very healthy. And then I'll also have some crab dip and, of course, a roll and some mozzarella sticks because they're so good.
So we ate all our dinner, and so we have earned dessert, which is exciting. I'm having the sea salt caramel cheesecake, which tastes as good as it looks and sounds. And Eloise?
I'm having a 5-layered double chocolate chip cake. And kids, listen, eat all your dinner because this is totally worth it.
Just in case your kid is not feeling as hungry or you have a wee one, we have a full kids menu available lunch or dinner. And we have free parking at both of our locations, so it's one less thing to worry about on your vacation. So come eat with us. Right now we're sitting in Mama's farmhouse, which Mama was a real person named after my father's great-grandmother. And Mama liked to serve chicken for breakfast, so fried chicken specifically. And she had famous peach cobbler and other things that made her everyone's favorite cook in the family. So we decided to start this restaurant in honor of her to serve some Southern treats to your family. It's all you can eat all the time, and it's family style. So like you can see here, we just serve whatever we're cooking that day to your table. No menu, no thinking, just eating. And this is Eloise, my daughter.
Hello.
And what's your favorite breakfast parts here, Eloise? What do you like?
I really enjoy the waffles,
Okay.
the biscuits,
Okay.
the eggs,
Okay.
and the fruit.
And the fruit. So my favorite would be the chicken tenders because we marinate them overnight and we hand bread them and they're delicious. I also really like a hash brown casserole, and I would have to say the strawberry butter because it's homemade and so good on those very biscuits. So like I said, Mama's is based on a real person. Her real name was Missouri, and here she is on our family tree. But everyone called her Mama. And then it comes all the way down, and then
I am right here.
the youngest member of the Mama's family right there. And so it's sort of fun to trace all the history. It gave us an opportunity to dig back, 7 or 8 generations. So when you come to Mama's, more likely than not, you're gonna bump into the infamous Poochie.
How you doing, folks?
How long have you worked for Poochie?
Wow, it's going on 20 years.
Feels like 1,000.
Yes, it has. I put the first nail in this building because
Not exactly true, but she has been here since the very beginning, and she is like the heart and soul of Mama's. She's not Mama, but sometimes it just feels like she's Mama.
I'm the mama to all my workers. They think I am. I'm the youngest one here,
Also not true. Also not true. But we are thrilled to have Poochie,
and I love my family.
and she will come talk to you at your table.
And sit and talk. We'll talk about anything and everything. And before you leave, I know when you're at, and you'll come back to see me.
That's how I like. So come visit us at Mama. Not me, but definitely Poochie.
Come see me.
As you can see, we are a real wood-fired brick oven pizza joint. We cook our pizzas around 500 to 550 degrees so that they're thin and crispy but delicious. We make all of our dough and our sauce in-house. So what happens is every dough we make comes from the dough before it, and that adds to the flavor. So that is dough from before, so the dough always is growing. It's actually a living thing. And then this dough will rest for 48 hours, which helps develop the flavor further. So for 2 days, we can't use that now. It will sit in a special box and wait. And now they've got their first pizza ready, and he's gonna slide it in. And cooking the pizzas in here is more of an art form than anything else, because you have to rotate it and keep it just right to make it delicious. It's time to finish off the pizza, and as you can see, he's gonna bring it closer to the flame to get the outside of the crust just a little more brown and crunchy, and then it will be ready to enjoy. pizza, we have sandwiches. This is gonna be a chicken Alfredo. We've got provolone and chicken. You've got our homemade Alfredo sauce. We'll be adding some spinach after it's in the oven. It's on our homemade focaccia bread. Really delicious. These are our dough daddies. Delicious with homemade marinara sauce, covered in garlic and Parmesan, and of course, made with our dough. So now we're gonna make our hot wings. They've been marinating overnight in our homemade seasoning. Now they are ready to go in the oven. And now it's time for the oven to work its magic on the wings. So the wings are ready, nice and crispy. He's gonna plate them up here. And then on top of them, we're gonna put some roasted leeks. We roast leeks for a little extra flavor. There's no freezer on the premises. Everything is fresh, prepared for you each day. And while our pizzas are awesome in the oven, our wood-fired wings are at least as good and maybe better, and our dough daddies and spin dip and all of the things that this delicious oven can bring together for your family. So come eat with us. And if you're in Pigeon Forge, your kids will love our arcade. And the best thing about this arcade is that it's attached to the restaurant, but you can't hear it from the restaurant. So you get the best of both worlds. Your kids can run around and be happy, but you don't have to listen to ding, ding, ching, all the noises. And now we're gonna play basketball, and Eloise is gonna learn a painful lesson about adults who are good at basketball. Ready? We have 3 locations, one in Sevierville, one in Pigeon Forge with a big arcade in the back, and one in Gatlinburg. So come eat with us. And now we're at Mad Dog. Homemade donuts and funnel cakes, shaved ice cream, soft serve, everything to make your vacation perfect. Come on in. At Pigeon Forge, we have shaved ice and soft serve and hand dipped and milkshakes and all the good things you want. And at the Gatlinburg location, we have all that, and we make homemade donuts every night. So we should probably first talk about donuts. We make them all homemade every day in-house. You've got your traditional ones, your glazed yeast and your chocolate glaze, but then we've got some really exciting things like espresso sugar and apple crisp.
Well, let's say you just want something a little plain, or you're missing a blueberry muffin. Gotcha. How about blueberry cake donuts glazed? Oh yeah, this is one of our better sellers right here. It's a red velvet cake. We don't even glaze. We actually put cream cheese icing on it. Same stuff they usually put on wedding cakes. And the sour cream glaze. One of my favorites. This is the best coffee donut they make. It's crunchy on the outside, which is rare for a donut. That's why it flowers open as it cooks. But it's soft and sweet inside. They're so delicious. And they'll hang in there if you dip them in some coffee. They won't just fall apart like a normal glaze would. These are a couple of our pastry items. I'm sorry they've cleaned me out on the fritters today, which is what we're known for. But this is what my mom called an apple turnover. But these are way prettier than she ever did. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching. Because I'm a chocolate freak. If you're going to have chocolate and you're going to have chocolate chips, you might as well go all the way, chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. So we've got a chocolate cake donut dipped in chocolate icing with real Hershey's mini chocolate chips on top. And this is one of our specialty items called the coconut cream pie. It's actually a push-down donut, and we add a dollop of Bavarian cream with white coconut mixed in it. Dip the entire thing in white icing, then sprinkle toasted coconut on the surround, and put just an extra little touch of white coconut on top, because a little coconut's great. A bunch of coconut's even better. So this is a specialty item we like to call the ice cream on a cloud. Gonna spin that cotton candy, because who doesn't think cotton candy and ice cream is a good idea? Come on. And how about a little mint chocolate chip? And for the piece de la resistance. And that is the ice cream on a cloud. Now we always, we love ice cream, but we are a donut shop, so we figured we got donuts, we got ice cream. What happens when you make these two items together? Are we talking the ultimate dessert ever? Because you can come in, we call it the little dog. You pick any donut with a hole. We'll take that nice fresh donut. Look at that. Oh man, so good. any flavor the customer would require. Sorry, I'm stuck on this mint chocolate chip today. Literally the freshest ice cream sandwich you've ever seen. When you're ready to go, we go right here. My suggestion, eat the ice cream first. As it melts, the donut will take care of those leftovers. Then you eat the donut at the end. Boom. We're all about reduce, reuse, recycle.
I would like, please, a blueberry cake with blueberry icing. And then when the camera's turned off, I'm gonna eat 2 more, but don't tell anybody. Thank you so much. Delicious. Delicious. None for the cameraman, because he is not nice. I'm going to eat this. Goodbye. So with all good donuts, you need delicious coffee, which I'm enjoying. And of course, ice cream for those hot summer days. Your kids won't stop yelling in the back of the car. Might I suggest a cone of ice cream? And then you can take them outside in our grassy area by the river and let them run amok while you decompress and have 30 seconds of quiet time to yourself. And then you can bring your furry kids out, and while you're sitting by the river, you can buy them a delicious, got some doggy cookies, so that everybody in your family can have an amazing afternoon. And Mad Dogs is located on the East Parkway, right by the Alamo Steakhouse. Sit by the river and enjoy a little bit of the beautiful nature in Gatlinburg.
The Pigeon Forge location is also next to the Alamo Steakhouse, but in Pigeon Forge on the Parkway. Stop by today.
So now we're at Mama's Chicken Kitchen. Think of it as like an offshoot of Mama's Farmhouse from Pigeon Forge. The same homemade biscuits, delicious fried chicken, only instead of family style, we serve it here as more of a meat and 3 or a meat and 2 or a bucket to go up to the park. We specialize in, of course, fried chicken. It's delicious, marinated, hand-breaded, fried. We try to cook it as close to order as possible. You will love it. We have all of our sides are homemade, of course, green beans, mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese. You can get a 4-piece chicken meal, or if you have a kiddo with you, comes with a side, a chocolate chip cookie, and a drink. 2-piece meals, delicious breaded buffalo wings, but we also have them in 5 other flavors. And here's what a 3-piece meal likes. I promise you will not be hungry. And you can get all these different combinations, or a big bucket, take it up to the park, have a picnic, don't share with the bears. You can place your order online before you get here, so it's easy, you just walk in and go. Or you can come in and order and sit down and dine with us. We have indoor seating, a beautiful screened-in porch area, and even some tables that overlook the river. And so now we're at the last restaurant my family opened. It's called Joe and Pop's Sub Shop. Joe stands for my kids' names, and Pop is what they call my father. So we figured our last restaurant, we'd put like our family connection right in the title. We specialize in the best subs, Philly cheesesteaks, hot dogs sliced down the middle, cooked on the flat top. I would put our Philly cheesesteaks up not just against the Philly cheesesteaks of Sevier County or East Tennessee, but of the cheesesteaks of Philly itself. We also offer a slightly healthier chicken version if that's what you're into as well. But either way, you will not be disappointed. Sometimes you go in to get a sub and you open that sub up and it has like one sad, thin, slimy slice of deli meat. But that is absolutely not how we do things here. Here, we put, this is an Italian, it's got top of the line meats on it and plenty of them, so I promise you, you will leave full. This is our Philly cheesesteak. Like I said earlier, you will not be disappointed, whether you're an onions and peppers kind of person or a mushroom kind of person or just lots of cheese, you will not be sad. And if you feel like you're in the mood for seafood, even though you're in the Smoky Mountains, come have our shrimp po' boy. As you can see, we pile the fried shrimp on there, homemade remoulade sauce, coleslaw, delicious, delicious, delicious. So this is the Hoosier Daddy. I know we're not actually in the Hoosier state, but don't be afraid to eat it because What we have here is a thinly sliced pork cutlet, fried, pickles, mustard, lettuce, mayonnaise. It is delicious, and if it wasn't embarrassing, I would eat it on camera. So you can come in and order at the counter and sit down inside, outside on the screen porch, or down by the river. Also, you can order online and pay online so that it's ready when you get here.